Good afternoon, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery, and it's the afternoon, it's almost 5 o'clock, and it's been raining for days, and I really needed to come out here, so you're going to have to bear with me if it's a little bit darker than anybody would prefer. I have a whole bunch of containers in front of me that I want to put paint in onto this 16 by 20 inch canvas, and I have pulled out a bunch of colors. I have some really kind of weird ideas about what to do with this. I think I'm going to put these to the side for a second, and since it doesn't matter, we can fix whatever we need to, and it's going to be wet enough so the paint will probably stay wet. I think I'm going to do a couple of things, like no matter what it is or what it drops, I'm going to make a horizon line way up high, and I think, because I don't mind what goes there, I'm going to just use it as a mark. I'd really like to make a sky color, but I think that I want it to be somewhat sheer. I guess that might be a good thing to use the metallic from Anita's with, and maybe a couple of other colors. This isn't necessarily how I thought it was going to start, but I think just covering an area with something right now probably isn't a really bad way to start, because I don't know what I'm going to get to do after I institute my next brilliant idea, which may or may not be a good idea at all. But since I can always come back tomorrow and add new elements like fix the sky or whatever, because I've got one video out there right now that's about to get posted, and it's got 5 parts, and it took 6 months to get to the last one. So that just tells you that anything's possible. You can fix all kinds of stuff. So I've got edges covered, and a finger will do that too. Let's see if we can just use up my superfluous extras. Just a little camouflage for naked canvas, why not? And doesn't matter what's over here. And I kind of want to do the same thing with my other idea. Now, if that's my sky, the only thing I don't want is a hard line buried up there. And I could just, no I couldn't. I couldn't just do that and get away with it. But I have some nice stripes, and I'm okay with that. And sometimes I think it's okay to show the texture of the canvas. Not everybody agrees with me, but that's okay. I'm going to wipe my card off in case I want to use it again, because it's a good tool. And I want, actually, I'm just going to give myself permission to do whatever comes to mind, and that includes, I wish I would have thought more about adding these to a shovel. Maybe I'll just add them to this butter dish. That is a butter dish. They're not that easy to find, but somewhere someone knows where to find them in a party supply store, I suspect. I don't know what I'm going to get, but I want sort of river colors. And I kind of wish I had started with it in here as opposed to, whoops, that's Floetrol. It's alright. It's the color of water. It's clear. And it will be okay. Let's give it a little bit of this, and then go back again and give it a little bit of what else? I like this teal. This is an Art Minds teal, and I started with that purple and that blue, so we're going to put a little bit of that in there. You don't really have to waste a lot of paint. I like that, that's the Prussian blue. I think what I meant to use was the purple, but that's okay, because it can go in there too. And I could probably, I noticed I had a student and she broke my dish, but I can still use it to scoop things. Right at the moment, I'd really rather put it into, to pour out of, but I'm going to give that a little bit of a stir, and then I'm going to also add in some white pearl. What else have I got? I must have something else I want in there. More Floetrol, that's what I want. No, that's not really what I want. I'm kidding. I've got all kinds of funky colors in bottles that are almost used up. Yeah, that's sort of flow-trolley. I'm not going to worry about this right here right now, but I am going to let it flow down over the end, because I don't think it's going to matter pretty quick here what happens there. And I'm going to... That was wider than I wanted it to be, but it... Ow! Whoa! That just broke on me. Okay. Must have left it out in the sun at some point in time too long. Let's see what happens when I tip my canvas down. Let's see what happens when I find that card that I put aside right there. So I don't lose any paint, because if I let that paint flow, which is okay, as it lands on my card, I can then use it again if I want to. I could probably even take advantage of the sort of randomness of all of that and add a few more colors. I know I've got a nice, there's a color I want. And I'm going to play with this, unlike times I have done before, right? And let all that run onto my card. I'm also going to pull that right over. Experiments. They're fun and freaky and weird. I want some of that to go the other way. I want a really wild, abstract, completely out there, yes, I am accomplishing that part, pattern. And I'm inclined to what? I'm inclined to put whatever I want in there. And see what I get. Because I'm pretty sure no matter what it is, if it's the colors of water, it's going to be river-like. Unless I do something to completely mess it up, and I don't think that's happened quite yet. I mean, I know it's pretty out there already. And I expect I might have some other colors. I don't really want to leave any gaps right there right now. But I do want some more purple. And I kind of want to play with that card, but I also love my bamboo skewer enough to give it a chance. It's an out there concept, and it's probably due for, you know, some definite refinements. We'll see if it looks like a river or not. I think if I found a little card, and I know where there are some. That's not one. I found one. No, it's too big. Okay, well, I'm not going to worry about it. Let's just go. Let's go that way. I said I hadn't screwed it up yet. There is a possibility that I'm working my way toward that. But that's okay, because I never give up easily. I hang right in there until the very end. Alright, so that's just some weird configuration of colors. And I kind of undid one of my plans, but I think I'm going to give it a shot anyway. It doesn't matter what gets on this. This is just an edge catcher made of plastic. You can see it's clear plastic there. It's from the... I got to go that way, so that could wind up being a dip. You know what? I'm just going to do it anyway. Right into the paint. I didn't intend on making my river first. So I'm going to move that down a little bit. Actually, I'm going to move that all the way across. So at least whatever happens to the sky will be even. And then I am going to use my dustpan to hold my other dustpan up. And hope I did wipe out most of the schmutz. And then have a little pollen in there. I am going to use a little gold. Okay, I'm going to use a lot of gold. And a lot of purple and maybe some Prussian blue. I kind of want a lighter color than that. I think where's my beautiful blue? That'll work. You watch, this will look more like a river than... Oh, come out. Really? Please? Nope. Time for a skewer. Still not, call it breathing, still not breathing well. So, I guess that means I will put cautiously. I think I should have used a lot more of that. And I want some of my color shift from Folk Art turquoise. I really want some lighter colors, but I'm not sure what to use. I've got a gorgeous pink. It's not going to make any sense in here at all, but it's okay. It's not meant to make sense right now. I think the weirder the better, and that would be that. Copper. Let's throw some orange in there. And go back again and find some white. These colors are not making any more sense to me than they are to you, believe me. So I want to take a fork and give them a little bit of a stir, just to distribute that white more easily. I'm going to put that away. I probably should have used my wider dustpan, but I'll just go for it. This is my idea. Maybe I'll save some of that to go to the next place with. Who knows if this is even going to work or not, you know? But I do have an edge catcher. And I got to find out. The only way to find out is by playing. Those colors are not disappointing me, as strange as they are. I think I could have used a little more gold. I'm going to take my oh, that was a mistake. Okay, never mind. We'll survive this, I promise. It'll be different. Let's use the colors we've got down there right now to flow paint onto. I'm going to rock it to cover the edge, and then I'm going to use that paint over here to cover this edge in any way, shape I might need it. Now, that's pretty cool, and that's exactly what I had in mind. Maybe not the way I had it in mind, but whatever. So I'm going to use some greens. Right up this edge, I think. And maybe a spatula, Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatula. I'm missing my favorite one, my favorite two. I have two flat fronts. Ah, there's one now. So I can swipe that right into my river. As an experiment, it's not a complete failure yet. I have something on there, I can feel it. Always clean your spatulas off. You'll be sorry like me if you don't. Now if I make sideways marks, that's like a river flowing. Sort of. A slow river flowing. So even if I do what I was thinking of doing, which is to put a stripe across the back with a little something something, I need to add some colors to my dust pan over here. And that butter dish has seen the last time it's gonna pour paint ever, but I do have a little scoop. And it's looking almost as schmurtsy as the last thing. So I will wipe that out and dry it on my new paint rag vest, which I'm looking forward to breaking in. Let's see. I think I want some of this. I don't know why. Maybe if I shook it up it'd be better color. I don't think it's the color I thought it was when I picked it. But that's okay, because none of this is going to make any sense right now. I want some darker orange, and it's way over there. And I think I want some more gold. And I want to try a little bit of the gold mica powder gold. I'm not sure why. I do sort of fly by the seat of my pants when I'm doing this. I don't have enough of that. I do want some black. Can I have it? Yes, I can. And some more gold. And some more purple. I want it all. You know I do. I do not lie about that. I want it all. Oh, I see the color I want over there. Alright, so I'm going to use the same technique I just used again. And I'm going to let that get mixed just a little bit. I'm going to turn it around for you guys. This is a pretty wild out there type gig. I'm going to scrape off the bottom of my scoop. I'm going to let that fall over the side. I can hear the timer. That means I've got 2 minutes left to tell you guys whatever I'm going to tell you. Or turn it off so it stops being so darn annoying. Anyway, so I'm halfway done. Sort of, kind of. Sort of not. And I am going to go ahead and flow all that paint that way. And probably put my edge catcher over here. Making mountains or whatever. I just want to facilitate time. Here you go, right there. Bamboo skewer. And I put my finger right in my paint. That's okay. I got paint on everything. This is an experiment. I did mention that. Oh, really? 2 bottles right in my way? Cool. Anyway, it's turning out pretty neat no matter how many times I screw it up. It's still sort of following the plan that I had in mind. And that's nice. I like that. So I'm going to use my card to come down here and maybe cover up some other missing stuff. I'm still going to have to do a sky. I want something much different over here. So I think I'm really, really inclined to just go ahead and put a whole lot of gold in there. And I've got a couple other colors of gold too. Several. I keep mixing them with different ingredients. You guys are going to be gone, so shop my Amazon link at no added cost to you. Give me a thumbs up to help the YouTube algorithm know that you want to help me out and give me better placement on videos. And I love you guys. There's over 68,000 of you as of today. Yay! And that was so cool to see that. If you have questions, ask them. If you want to buy artwork, mention it. If you'd like a lesson in Spring Hill and you're in Florida, I'm here all the time. I will talk to you anon. There's not much time left, but there's enough to do something different. Can I get away with it? That's the question. I kind of want something else there. I've been wanting to do a stripy scape for a while now. And I'm just going to keep touching up my edges. Tell you guys to check from my book called Because I Can on the Amazon link below the video. And my paint pouring recipes down there, along with my Pinterest and Instagram links. And there's Facebook groups that you can find